Brotherhood, what's good? We just finished watching the Royal Rumble in Indy. And when I say that motherfucker cooked, it did. And if you ain't like it, you were just a miserable fucking fan. Point blank, period. You were just a miserable fan. But before I get into the all of the Royal Rumble, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Show love to a nice small content creator that's on the rise. I'm small but big. Small but big. It ain't the size of the boat. It's the motion in the ocean. Just saying. But anywho, we started this Royal Rumble off with the Women's Royal Rumble. Not even gonna lie to you, I honestly thought that we was gonna get I wanted the Royal Rumble the Women's Royal Rumble, the main event, just because next year they're not gonna get their fair shake in Saudi. That ain't happening. But you know, that's a different topic for next year. But I feel like overall it was great. Overall, the PLE was good, but this Women's Royal Rumble, I feel like it was missing some things, like Becky Lynch, AJ Lee. And I feel like, you know, when you expect somebody to show up, it kind of takes away from certain people. And that was my reaction to Nikki Bella coming. Because at 30, I feel like that would be the best time for AJ Lee to pull up. But, you know, CM Punk told us, we just didn't believe him, but CM Punk told us that AJ Lee was at home with Larry. So that was just our fault for not believing. And I feel like that AJ not being there was the reason why I wouldn't have gave it a 10. I didn't give it a 10 because AJ Lee wasn't there. If AJ Lee was there, Becky would have showed up. I feel like it would have been a 10. We didn't get Carmella, Asuka. So there's a bunch of people that didn't show up, but we got a lot from NXT. We got a couple from NXT. Roxanne Perez pulled up from NXT. Lash Legend pulled up from NXT. Jada Parker pulled up from NXT. Miss Jordan Grace, you said that you was in Austin, and I called Cap on Twitter. I called Cap, and you showed up. You was looking amazing, by the way. Love the fit. Love the green. That shit was beautiful. But you lied. But I'm glad you was there. Alexa Bliss, Little Miss Bliss is back, and she paid homage to the late great Bray Wyatt with her Fiend Forever fit. That shit was beautiful. And if anybody thinks that means that she's gonna be with the Wyatt Six, you're a fool. If you want her to be in the Wyatt Six, we do not need that. The Wyatt Six is on a downward spiral. She don't need to be with that. She don't need to be any part of that. If y'all feel like that'll be her way of like boosting them up, no, we don't need that. But yeah, it was a great pop for her. It was great to see her back, and you could tell she was happy. That shit was beautiful. That shit was special. And I want to point out one spot that happened in particular. One, happy Black History Month. But it was a spot where we had Bianca Belair, Lash Legend, Naomi, and Jada Parker all standing in the ring, just acknowledging each other, just embracing that moment. And then Miss Chelsea Green came in with her comedic self, trying to get involved in that mix too, and then they all just jumped her, basically. I mean, I love that moment. Again, happy Black History Month. That was a beautiful moment. I'm mad Jade wasn't there. I'm mad we didn't see Jade Cargill. But I mean, I'm not mad to the point where I'm going to say, man, F this, you know, that was a terrible Royal Rumble. No. One little thing is not going to change the outcome of the entire thing. But yeah, I wish Jade was there, but maybe they still got Jade saved for whoever attacked her. And let's get to the end of the match. Because no, before I get to the end, let's talk about how the Queen, Nia Jax, did exactly what I said she was going to do. She took everybody that was, because they had this little spot where everybody for some reason was laid over. They was all put over the rope, everybody at once. It had to be like 8 people, no, 6 people outside that went over the top rope, but they were just laying on the apron. And then you had Naomi and Bianca was sitting there trying to get them to eliminate them. But who came out and just took them all out? The queen, Nia Jax, did her damn thing and got all 8 of them out of there. Like she should have. I knew she was going to have the most eliminations. That was a given. Now, one thing about Nia Jax that I don't like, right? Not Nia Jax in the sense, but with them booking Nia Jax in the Rumble. They love that whole, everybody attacking her at once. And then, she just like either springs up or she just pushes everybody down and everybody falls. I do not like that spot. I feel like y'all should change that to where she takes everybody's finisher and still eliminates people. Like, that could be better. Yes, you are down in their finisher, but that whole push everybody spot, that is terrible. But anywho, last 3 was Roxanne Perez, Nia Jax, and Charlotte Flair. Nia was on the verge of eliminating Roxanne. Charlotte came over and flipped them both over the rope. Queen Nia hit the floor first. Her and Roxanne got into a little mix, and then Roxanne ended up back over the rope, and boom, big boot, Charlotte Flair wins. If you didn't think Charlotte was going to win, you're a fool. Charlotte, WWE equals Charlotte wins. That's point blank, period. Now, at Rumble, at Mania, I don't think Charlotte is going to win, but as of right now, we're focused on the fact that she did win the Rumble, and I knew that she was going to win the Rumble. That was my prediction. The second match we had was DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns. That match started off a little slow, but after that second pinfall, when it was 1-1, it picked up and they started cooking. Like, that joint started to go crazy. The spots, the moves, everything was nuts. But the curveball that was thrown in there, because always got to be a curveball, and we've been asking for them for weeks. The Street Profits showed up in 2 black hoodies. I don't know what was going on with WWE and their budget, but they had 2 black hoodies at once. Y'all know usually they always got that one black hoodie that everybody used, but they had 2. Montez Ford came, he popped in the picture first. He was distracting the ref, and then Angelo Dawkins came and hit a bow on the back. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember which member of the Motor City Machine Guns it was, but he hit one of them. And after that, you know what I'm saying, they did a meet in the middle. Boom, 1, 2, 3. And then the Street Profits attacked DIY. I hope we actually get the Street Profits as heels. I do not want y'all to tease it and then go back to them dancing and all this shit with the crowd. I need them to be actual heels. Like, we really need that to happen. Like, seriously, please, Triple H. Please, let's have a respectful heel run for the Street Profits. We've tried too many times and then gave up. Let it ride. We need heel Street Profits, and we need them to have them tag titles. When they raise them tag titles up in the air, I knew it. This got to happen. Mania? Elimination Chamber? I don't know. I don't care. But the Street Profits need them titles. Give them to them. I will boo them if you need me to. Give them titles. Shit. Next was, at first, I was calling it the match of the night. But then we had the Royal Rumble, the men's. But Cody and KO put on a motherfucking banger. Put on a banger. Let me say it again. They put on a banger. Like, that shit went insane. It went nuts. It went crazy. And I'm going to point out 2 things. I'm going to point out 2 things only. Oh, no, 3 things. The Hornswoggle ladder. That shit got a lot of action. The Hornswoggle ladder got a lot of action. And I loved every bit of that action. If you don't know what the Hornswoggle ladder is, it was the little ladder that they used, and they was going crazy with at each other. Like, they was hitting each other left and right with that little ass ladder, and I loved it. The second spot I'm gonna point out is KO and Cody on the top turnbuckle And I'm sitting here looking at it, and I'm like, what the hell is about to happen? Because right before that, KO set the ladder up. He set a ladder on the rope and on another ladder. And this whole time, I'm like, what the hell is about to happen? And I thought we was about to get a superplex on it, but nah. He grabbed that neck, grabbed that leg, and hit them with a big blow. Cody back, neck, everything hit the shit out that ladder, and he just dropped. And look, I ain't even gonna lie to you, I thought he was concussed because Cody sold the fuck out of that. He sold the hell out of that damn bump. Like, geez, I thought he was done. KO was talking about his neck. Everybody came out. All the referees came in the ring. Nick Aldis came in the ring. Like, I really thought they was about to call this match over. But nah, it wasn't done. They magically popped up after about a good 5-10 minutes. First of all, Sammy came out there in a black hoodie. I don't know if you was concerned for your people or you were supposed to do something, but Sammy came out hoodie off, all black. Like, why are you here? He was just checking on both of them. I don't know why Sammy was there. I really think they thought something was wrong because Sammy just magically appeared and he just was there. But he didn't do anything. He didn't get involved in the match. He was just there. But the second spot, and I probably think this spot was probably worse. They had already previously set up a ladder on the outside on the announce table in the ring. And they both got on these brand new tables, you know, the one that messed up Speed's leg. Oh my God, I got to talk about that too. But yes, they messed up Speed's leg. That table, these brand new tables, they was on there. KO hit Cody with a nice little low blow. He said, no siblings for your daughter. Anywho, somehow Cody reversed the move that KO was about to do. You know, his famous what is that shit called? The neck breaker or whatever the fuck that shit called. I keep on forgetting. I can't even think. The power driver. There you go. And he got out of that. Put KO up, legs up on his neck, his shoulders. He dropped that man with a nice clean spine buster straight on that ladder, and that man was folded like all the linen on laundry day in that ladder. That spot was crazy. Crazy. Oh my goodness. But Cody climbed up, got them damn titles. Now I'm curious because they didn't ring the bell until he grabbed both titles. Now, are we doing something with these two titles? Are we doing something with these titles? Because I'm very, very curious to know, like, was it a purpose with the Winged Eagle being up there as well? Like, are we going to merge it and bring and introduce a new championship or what? Somebody let me know. But let's talk about this men's Royal Rumble. Who started off? Rey Mysterio was number 1. Penta was number 2. Nice feel-good moment. Nice feel-good moment. They started off good, you know what I mean? Nice little storytelling. Let's address this, something that they made it seem like we didn't see. Penta got eliminated. I don't remember who it was that flipped that man over that damn rope, but Penta, both his feet hit the ground. Y'all ain't slick. We saw it. Penta, both his feet hit the ground. He got eliminated twice in that Royal Rumble. AJ Styles came back, and he had his old theme. I didn't notice it at first, but AJ Styles came back with his old theme. Welcome back, AJ. He looked good. He looked good. Joe Hendry made an appearance. Oh, man, that was a good pop for that one because I love to see that man, Joe Hendry, man. Joe Hendry is my guy. I fucks with Joe Hendry. It was good to see Joe Hendry in the Royal Rumble. That was one of those surprises that a lot of people predicted, and it actually happened. I Show Speed. Him being involved after Carmelo Hayes took out Akira Tozawa, him being involved in that match, at first I was like, I don't need to see Speed. I don't need to see Kai Cenat in the ring. But I liked Speed being in there. It was very comical. It was very entertaining. And the fact that that man took that crazy bump from Braun Breaker and that nasty spear after he eliminated Otis, And then Braun picked him up and threw him outside the ring. Otis caught him, and then he threw him over the table where he fucked up his leg. His leg all cut up. That shit looked disgusting. If y'all didn't see, he showed it on his stream after. That shit is bad. He got a nice chunk missing. But Logan Paul came out at 30. That's one thing to point out. Logan came out at 30. And I know a lot of people hated that. Because a lot of people already don't like Logan Paul. A lot of people hate Logan Paul. I can't not talk about the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. When I say Roman was damn near against every man in there, because it seemed like everybody in the Royal Rumble was against him, and Drew McIntyre was trying to lead the pack. Drew was locked in on making sure everybody came out and had some type of beef or had something to do and had something to gain from getting this man Roman Reigns out of there. It just did not work. It didn't work at all. But there were so many different people that came straight for Roman, but the main one besides Drew was Seth. And Seth and Roman went at it in the ring to the point where, like, you know, Roman has Seth on his shoulders, like he's about to eliminate him, and he put Seth over the rope, or he tried to, and then Seth hung on to him, and they both was just sitting there on the ropes until CM Punk eliminated them both. After that, Logan eliminated CM Punk, and at that very moment, I knew Jey Uso was going to win. And once that happened, man, all hell broke loose outside that ring. Now, I don't know if they're going to eventually get back to the point where we ban the curb stomp, because I don't know if y'all saw, but Seth took both of his feet, placed them on Roman's head, and hit him with that nice, nasty curb stomp. Roman's face, nose, eyes, lips, everything was all up in that ground. He got a whole facelift for free. And then he turned around trying to get up. Seth gave him another curb stomp on the stairs. Seth was crashing the fuck out. Like, this shit, I think this was Seth's limit. I feel like we're going to get Seth freaking Rollins and Drew McIntyre together, because that shit screamed this man was about to turn heel. And as he was walking out, he flipped the meanest bird to Paul Heyman. Like, Seth is done with the nice shit. Seth is over this bullshit. And it's not, yeah, I can't wait to see what Seth has to say on Raw. And will we see Roman on Raw? I don't know. After that bump, we might not see Roman for a good little minute. But I think Seth, he going to have something to say on Monday. And I can't wait to hear it. The last three was Logan Paul, Jey Uso, and John Cena. And of course, John Cena got Logan Paul up out of here. Much needed. That had to happen. And it was just a good old, I think it was probably like a good 4 or 5 minutes of just John Cena and Jey Uso going back and forth. And it was literally some back and forth shit. Like, it was a type of back and forth that you was like, damn, my heart's starting to race a little bit. Like, I don't know who's about to win this shit. But at the end, Jey Uso got the dub. They was outside on the apron for a hot minute. Jey hit John Cena with a nice super kick, and I thought that was going to eliminate him. He was kind of dangling off. John Cena picked him up for the AA, but Jey got back in the ring and then just pushed John Cena up on out of there, and he got the dub. If you do not feel like Jey Uso was the right pick, you haven't been paying attention. If you want to say that Jey Uso is one of those, he's just a tag team person, you have not been paying attention. It's been ever since ever since Saturday Night's Main Event is when I really saw the vision of Jey winning a World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania, because the feel of the crowd, the feel of the atmosphere, how everybody was on the edge of their seat watching that match against Gunther at Saturday Night's Main Event. It was one of those moments where you're like, oh yeah, This shit is happening at Mania. I just didn't think he was going to win at Rumble. But I'm glad it happened because I wouldn't have had it any other way. Because originally I had picked CM Punk. But the fact that Jay got it, I am not mad that Jay won. So for those out there that say Jay is just a tag guy, you need to pay attention to what's happening right now and stop looking at the past. If you feel like this is a bad Rumble, shut the fuck up, because it wasn't. If you feel like you're upset that you did not get The Rock at 31, if you're upset that you did not get Brock Lesnar after they literally just said his name is now officially in the documents for that court case, shut the fuck up. If you're upset about AJ Lee not showing up, they've made it clear that AJ Lee is not interested in coming back. However, we had hope in that. I get it. But I'm not letting the fact that they're not there ruin this. And then also, some people were upset that Randy Orton wasn't there. I get it, but Randy Orton he got put in the hospital by Kevin Owens. If Kevin Owens wasn't involved, we was not going to see Randy. Randy got a story to tell with Kevin. He got to get his lick back. So just wait on it. But at the end of the day, man, I'm giving that Royal Rumble a 9 out of 10. And I told y'all it was certain spots in that Rumble that just made me feel like that's what kept it from being a 10, but it still was a great Rumble. Let me know how you feel about the Royal Rumble. Let me know what you thought. Let me know how you rate it. Let me know who you wanted to win. Let me know if you feel like it's Jay's time. And let me know if you're going to be at Mania, because this is not the Mania you want to miss. I'm going to be there, and I can't wait. I can't wait, because that shit is going to feed families. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, man. Do that.